Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Happy Earth Day Sunday. I'm Reverend Jennifer Nordstrom. My pronouns are she and her. I'm honored to serve this congregation as your senior minister. Our opening words this morning are the poem Ode to Dirt by Sharon Olds. Dear Dirt, I'm sorry I slighted you. I thought you were only the background for the leading characters, the plants and the animals and human animals. It's as if I had only loved the stars and not the night sky, which gave them space in which to shine. Subtle, various, sensitive. You are the skin of our terrain. You're our democracy. When I understood I had never honored you as a living equal, I was ashamed of myself, as if I had not recognized a character that looked so different from me. But now I can see us all made of the same basic materials, cousins of that first exploding from nothing in our intricate equation together. Oh, dirt. Help us find ways to serve your life, you who have brought us forth and fed us, and who at the end will take us in and rotate with us and wobble and orbit. Will you rise in body or spirit for our opening hymn, number 21, For the Beauty of the Earth. There are many different reasons why people come to join a new faith community. Some are new to the faith, some are new to this church, some are new to church. For over 184 years now, people have arrived here at First Church seeking a place to belong, where they could find deeper meaning together than they could find alone. Today we're going to welcome the new members who just completed our Journey to Membership class, signed our congregation's membership book on Wednesday night, and are now joining the generations of seekers here at First Church. New members, will you please come up and stand here on the dance floor in front of the community? Bring your orders of service with you.
Testing. Hey, there we go. All right. Hi, folks. I'm Ben from the Welcome and Belonging team, he, him pronouns. We are so grateful to welcome you this morning and to celebrate you joining our community. Please join us during coffee hour after the service for some coffee and treats by the connections table and to be greeted by your fellow members. Members and friends in the congregation, please give your personal warm welcome to these new members during coffee hour. You will recognize them by the flowers on their shirts. Our Welcome and Belonging team would like to share our hope and wishes for you all with a blessing of sorts. So, may you find a spiritual home in this church with new friends who are open to your energy, your beliefs, and your doubts. May you find support on your life path through the good times and the bad, and a community where questioning is encouraged. May you find beauty, refuge, trust, and challenge here, a touchstone to help hold you, and a strong pull towards generosity and action. So with that, please introduce yourselves to the community by saying your name directly into the microphone. The fun stage note here is hold it like an ice cream cone before passing it on to the next person.
Hello, I'm Heather Lee. My pronouns are she, her.
Hi, I'm John Bailey-Kova. My pronouns are he, him.
I'm Janet Linke. My pronouns are she, her.
Tom Lojuta's pronouns are he, him.
New members, will you enter into covenant with First Unitarian Society of Milwaukee by reciting together the new member covenant in your order of service? Are you ready? All right. We enter this congregation with hope and possibility in our hearts, pledging to participate in and support the ministries of this church. We will remain true to the spirit of love that flows through this church and to serve it as we are called. We covenant to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. We seek your welcome as we join you in this faith.
Congregation, will you please rise in body or in spirit and respond with the covenantal welcome that is printed in your order of service. We welcome you as once we were welcomed ourselves. We welcome who come with weary spirits seeking rest. We bid you welcome who come with hope in your heart. We bid you welcome who are seekers of a new faith. We bid you welcome who enter this hall as a homecoming, who find in this people a family. In honor of the faith, hope, and love that bring us together, we welcome you to this community with all our hearts. Thank you, new members. I invite everyone into a time of contemplation now, which will be followed by silence, followed by the seated singing of hymn 123 in your gray hymnal, Spirit of Life. Take a moment, find your breath, find your body. Maybe you can feel your breath moving in and out of your lungs. Or maybe you can wiggle your fingers or your toes. Maybe you can feel the very top of your head. You are here now. Spirit of life and love, Holy One of our being and our becoming, that which is sacred within, among and beyond us. Gather in with us on this Earth Day Sunday. Settle our worries, our anxieties, our fears, and help us revel in the beauty of the earth. Help us honor this sacred ground that holds us. May we find space for joy. May we celebrate this earth and move to protect it. May we enjoy the beauty, the birds and the waters and the flowers and the sun and this great, deep air in our lungs. Love, move through us today that we might work together to build a thriving tomorrow. May it be so.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the First Unitarian Society of Milwaukee. I'm Amanda Pansera, pronouns are she, her, and I'm proud to serve as your worship associate this morning. We are a faith community of many identities. We welcome people of all genders, sexualities, ages, races, ethnicities, histories, abilities, and bodies. We welcome your mind, your heart, and your spirit. We welcome all you are carrying with you today and all your heart longs to set down. We also welcome all the people watching online as we live stream this service. Hello, online folks. We enthusiastically welcome guests joining us today. If you are a guest visiting in person and want to connect with us, please fill out a welcome card located in the pew rack in front of you and drop it in the offering plate that will come around in a few moments. If you're visiting online and want to connect, a link to connect with us will soon appear in the chat for you to click on and to fill out. Someone from church will reach out to connect with you. After the service, we invite you to join us for a social hour across the hall in the Lean House Common Room. Some accessibility notes: hearing assist devices and large print hymnals and orders of service are at the back of the sanctuary, along with worship activity bags for children and anyone who wants them. There is a fragrance-free area in the front right pews. And if you're watching online, you can enable YouTube's closed captioning on your viewing device. Some announcements. Earth Justice Ministry. This Saturday, April 25th, we walk and roll at the Kern Park River Cleanup with Riverkeeper to help Milwaukee make the Guinness Book of World Records for people simultaneously doing a river cleanup. Be there by 9 a.m. Officials will be counting from 9:20 to 9:50, and then the cleanup continues until noon. The registration link is in your order of service. Side with Love shirts will be on sale during coffee hour for $10 to $15, and proceeds will go to Voces de la Frontera. Wear yours at the May Day March. We'll be making butterfly protest signs for this march next week during coffee hour. And last, please refer to information on the hearing on protecting Lake Michigan in your order of service. You can register for this event at the social justice table during coffee hour. I invite you all to share in our First Church purpose by joining me in a unison affirmation of our mission, which is printed in your order of service. We gather to nurture the spirit, engage the mind, and inspire action. Nice. Every week, we practice our values through sharing our resources. Our pledges are at the core of our spiritual practice of generosity. In addition, the church shares half of all non-pledge cash in our offering plate with the community organization, practicing our value of interdependence. Today, we share the plate with Franciscan peacemakers, whose mission is to provide a pathway to healing for women who have been sexually exploited. The offering will now be gratefully received as we sing, seated, hymn number 131, Love Will Guide Us. I invite all children, youth, and faith formation volunteers to sing the first verse, then follow Reverend Kimberly to the Lean House Common Room and downstairs for faith formation. If your child needs to check in, please join them. May the practice of giving bring us joy. Telling stories about our everyday life is a bit of a tradition in our little family. Like many parents, I have a running list of the cute or funny things my girls have said. Zoe, who's 7, loves to read through the list, quote back what she said, and then ask the story of when and how it happened. Or at bedtime, she'll ask me to tell her a story about when I was a kid. So I'll recap a relatively uneventful game of recess kickball when I was in 3rd grade, and she'll be giving her full attention, just hanging on to every mundane detail. I feel the same sense of awe over stories of life's minutiae. I'm deeply curious about the ways in which people live their lives. Often while going for a walk, I'll wonder who else has walked there. 80 years, 100, 500. What shoes or feet walked where I do? What were they thinking about as they walked? What did they notice? How did they use their time? Who did they love? Digging in our flower bed last summer, weed bed, I pulled up some sort of, let's be honest, I pulled up some sort of old rusted tool. I can barely recall now what it was. But at the time, it was like I had struck gold. Someone was here before us. This is from a different time, from a person who lived a whole life here, and now I live here. I'd wondered what seeds they planted, if they laid the edging stone that I was sitting on, if their kids had been running nearby too, how long they'd called this home. For a moment, I hope they know, whoever they are, that I'm thinking of them and grateful for the space I now get to inhabit, the space that was once theirs. In the year 2050, I will be 65. I hope to be telling and wondering about stories then, too. But a woman living to 65 is not a tradition in my family. My mom, stepmom, and both grandmothers died before that age. I didn't get enough time to know or appreciate the minutiae of their stories. I hold tightly to some of my core memories with each of them, but what I really long for is the opportunity to say, tell me about your regular day, a lunch you had with a friend, a time you laughed, a task you disliked. Those are the little moments that would help me feel like they weren't someone who existed out of my reach now, but rather a regular human being, a human being, just like me. This is what I want to offer my girls. Life lessons, yes, but maybe more importantly, a really good memory of an earnest smile across the dinner table. What it feels like to reach out and hold my hand, sitting at the bedroom window watching the rain fall. There are so many more of these moments in our lives, the mundane, the minutiae, and now, especially now, it feels important, even critical, to slow down, exist in the present moment, show gratitude to the past, and remember that right now is the story. In a few weeks, I'll be planting zinnias in that weed bed, shovel in hand, thinking about summer approaching, while listening to the laughter of my girls while they ride their scooters and create with sidewalk chalk. My mind will undoubtedly be clouded by the juxtaposition of loving the life I get to live and feeling deep disappointment by the fear we carry due to war, racism, misogyny, climate change. But my deepest hope is if I leave that shovel behind and it's found in the dirt in 2050, the memory it carries is love and laughter. That when my girls are grown, they remember the beauty of those zinnias, the brightness they brought to our home, coupled with the joy we share as a family, not dismissing the struggle, but knowing that love always prevailed.
Please
Please plant the seeds of peace with me. Please plant the seeds of peace with me. Please plant the seeds of peace with me. Please come with me. Release, release. Now we have spoken with eyes wide open. We learn how to know our own heart, and so we hope the dream full, and we share with the world who we are. Please plant the seeds of peace with me.
In 2015, the Slovenian Olympian biologist and professional kayaker, did not know that was a job, Raz Rockman was with his friends at a bar talking about rivers. You know those passionate late-night conversations where you're talking about what you really love and how you're going to protect it, and so you dream and scheme and you make promises? Raz Rockman was having one of those talks. He was furious and he was grieving about all the dams being built on his beloved rivers in the Balkans. Thousands of proposed dam projects that would destroy wildlife and interrupt the river's natural flow and harm one of our most important sources of fresh water. Rockman had an idea. He would lead a Balkans River tour where people would come together and experience the beauty of the living, wild river and then act to protect them. Now, unlike so many late-night schemes, this one grew legs, or rather boats. It rushed downstream, gathering strength, and it became the largest river kayak tour in Europe. Over 500 people participated in the Balkans River Tour. They kayaked 23 rivers across 6 different countries in 40 days. They were boating across boundaries, and eventually they converged on the Vjosa River, which they took into Albania's capital. There, in the capital, the kayaktivists delivered thousands of petitions to the Albanian government calling on them to protect Albania's wild rivers. The Vjosa River Delta is the last wild river delta in the Mediterranean. Wild meaning it flows naturally on its own in its original river bed without any human interference. As I know you know, here in Milwaukee, in this land of fresh water, rivers are incredibly important to life because they are key to fresh water. We know how critical fresh water is to sustaining human life and all of life, and yet short-sighted desires have led to our freshwater sources disappearing rapidly. Worldwide, freshwater ecosystems have gone down by 87% in the last 60 years. Dams are part of the problem. They disrupt river ecosystems. They degrade water quality. They block fish migration, seriously damaging fish communities. They also negatively harm human communities, displacing people, interrupting access to the river. And the Wisconsin DNR has determined that dams are one of the biggest threats to aquatic biodiversity. In a recent book called Is a River Alive?, Robert McFarlane argues that we should recognize rivers as living beings with their own agency, rather than as objects that we humans use for natural resources. For millennia, human beings all over the world have honored rivers as sacred, as living, wild, strange, powerful beings, deserving not just respect, but actually reverence. In the book, McFarlane combines Western legal frameworks with worldwide indigenous understandings, recognizing rivers as sacred living beings. He follows the work of Innu poet and activist Rita Matsenko, who used this kind of two-eyed seeing to protect the Metukaha-Shippu River in Canada. In 2021, both the Innu Council of Aquanashit and the local municipal council in Canada recognized the Matahuka-Shippu as a legal person. In 2021, it was the first recognition of a river as a legal person in Canada. Rita said, "We've always known the river is alive. Our ancestors, they have always said that. The river is like the blood that runs in our veins. If a river is sick, we will also be sick. That's why we need to protect her. If the earth is our body, the rivers are our blood. Water is the life that makes our veins, makes our pulse." The poet Langston Hughes wrote, "I've known rivers. I've known rivers ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood in human veins. My soul has grown deep like the rivers." Hughes was 17 years old when he wrote, "I bathed in the Euphrates when the dawns were young. I built my hut near the Congo and it lulled me to sleep. I looked upon the Nile and I raised the pyramids above it. I heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans, and I've seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in sunset. I've known rivers, ancient, dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like the rivers." All of water is connected. the creeks, to the lakes, to the marshes, to the rivers, to the ocean. And it's connected to us. There are more molecules in just one glass of water than there are glasses of water in the world. That means that the molecules of water inside of us, because each of our bodies is 60 to 70% water, all of our bodies contain molecules from every water system in the world, from every human being that has ever drunk a glass of water. I told you the story of Raz Rachman, but he is just one of thousands of people in the Balkans who's involved in river protection. All different bits of water, creeks and tributaries and rushing rivers into one another. There are Olsi Nika and Besjani Guri, the 2025 Goldman Environmental Prize winners from Albania. There are the 500 other kayaktivists involved in the tour. There are the other environmentalists and organizations and their children and their spouses and all of their support networks. And there are all the people who signed the petitions and the letters, and all of the people who voted and wrote articles, and all the people who loved the river and act to save her, all of those individual little drops of rain falling on the earth and running naturally into the ground, into the creeks and the tributaries and the rivers coming together to make beauty and justice and freedom. When you zoom out from one story, one individual story, one drop of water, one river, you can see thousands of people, one river system, one interconnected water, one interconnected web of all life, of all being. All of those people's work and love and advocacy convinced the Albanian government to create the Vjosa Wild River National Park, Europe's very first wild river national park in 2022. It covers 400 kilometers of free-flowing natural rivers, including the main Vjosa River as well as its tributaries. And now the larger community in the rest of Europe has noticed the possibilities of this protection for wildlife and fisheries and human communities. And there's discussion of adding wild river parks into the international guidelines for protected areas, which guide conservation all over the world. What we do, regular actions, regular people doing regular things, what we do with our lives and our time and our precious energy, it ripples out. You are one person, one storyteller, one activist, maybe even one kayaktivist, one nature lover, one spouse or child or support system, one planter of seeds, of the change of tomorrow, the acorn that eventually does become an oak, the drop of water that cracks the dam and sets the river free, the tumbling river that wears down the stone. There is a snowball effect of our regular activities, small, single possibilities, a late night conversation, dreaming and scheming, a poem written at 17, a practice of two-eyed seeing that ripple out through the waters of all of our connections, changing other people and gathering speed down the line, creating the first national river park, or the first law ever declaring a river as a living legal entity. What we do today, it creates the world of thriving tomorrow. One of our own First Church members has a little practice of river keeping that has snowballed. For over 20 years now, Susie Seidelman has organized the river cleanup at Kern Park, and she's been inviting First Church to join in. Our Earth Justice Ministry here has partnered with her and organized us for the last few years. I've seen a number of you out there at Kern Park picking up trash, stewarding our own Milwaukee River, putting our hands to the wheel for the care of the water. And this year, as you heard in the announcements, we have the opportunity to be part of something really big, literally the largest river cleanup in the world. So on Saturday, April 25th at 9 a.m. at Kern Park, what time? 9 a.m. at Kern Park, the Guinness Book of World Records is going to be at our Susie Seidelman River Cleanup at Kern Park to count us for a shot at being the largest river cleanup in the world. So I hope to see you there between 9:20 and 9:50 in order to be counted. We together in our regular daily activities, picking up a piece of trash, dreaming and scheming about a river tour, we are planting the seeds of tomorrow. We're going to clean our own waters here in Milwaukee, protecting the river and being good stewards to pass on a more beautiful world to our children and our grandchildren. When we let our own love flow out, we open up possibilities for future generations. Dear ones, there is a version of this reality that we are in that goes so well, that becomes so beautiful, a version of this reality that we're living in where our love is so overflowing, where our generosity is so abundant, where the seeds that we plant today grow and thrive, that future generations will look back and say, hey, what did you do? How did you make this so beautiful? We keep learning. We keep growing as human beings. We're in a lesson that we feel like we have to learn every 100 years or so, and it's a bummer. And also, we do keep growing. It does keep getting more beautiful, more creative, more possibilities. So we have to choose to care for one another and the earth and steward this world to its most beautiful, thriving reality. So I want us to put our imaginations to practice for imagining abundance rather than apocalypse. I want to invite you in to practice with me, using our imaginations for good, for protection, for mutual thriving. There are so many ways, beloveds, so many ways we will contribute to the beauty of the earth, to the thriving of future generations. So I want you to imagine for just a moment the beauty of a thriving, abundant earth in 2050, 25 years from now. Just take a moment and imagine a thriving 2050. The rivers are wild and free. The flowers are blooming. The species are thriving. And we are living together in peace and joy. When you imagine this, dear ones, how did we get there? What role did you play in creating that beautiful world What wild, abundant seeds did you plant? Where did your love make a difference? When you're ready, I'm going to invite you to take a moment and write a letter to yourself from the future, from 2050. Write a letter to you from 2050 that tells you how we got to that beauty. Describe it to yourself. Tell yourself what role you played in getting there. You'll find note cards at the ends of your pews. There are pens and pencils and little cups at the end of the pews. Folks online, get something to write with. Alyssa's gonna play for us for a couple of minutes. Write yourself a letter from the future. 2050 is calling with good news. What does she have to say? Come on back to the room. You can write more later. You can do this exercise at home. Come on back for just now. Dear ones, the future is calling. Our most beautiful, abundant, thriving future is calling. It's right there. We just have to choose it. We can plant the seeds of that future right here today together with our ordinary, everyday lives that snowball in beauty and consequence. After the service today, I invite you to go into the common room, the Lean House common room for coffee hour. You can pick up some native plant species for butterfly abundance and literally plant seeds in your own yard, or you can sign up for the river cleanup at Kern Park next Saturday at what time? Together, what we do is creating the future. The future is calling to us with beauty. May we make it real. May it be so.
Standing at the crossroads, trying to read the signs, to tell me which way I should go to find the answer. And all the time I know that
Dear one, there is a future of beauty, a future of thriving, calling us forward. May we have the courage and the love to choose it, stewarding the river, planting the seeds, working together to make that beautiful future real. May it be so. Will you please rise in body or spirit for our closing hymn, number 100, I've Got Peace Like a River.